I have an answer for you, Jay. Nobody is going to stop Darius Acuff. The dude has proven time and time again that you can prep, you can double team, you can triple team if you want. It just doesn't matter. He is going to score. Big news at UALR today is the men's basketball program announced Travis Ford as the new head coach. It's been almost 3 decades since the Arkansas Razorbacks last won an SEC tournament championship. But this year's team broke the drought as the Hogs were crowned champs in Nashville earlier today. New coach in Ryan Silverfield, and he gets no breaks early on. He and his Hogs take on Georgia to start the conference slate. And in the words of Coach Cal, Wolf. And this move had some fans wondering, could he rise to the occasion? Well, let's just say he did more than rise. He soared. Hopefully Billy gets comfortable with those war wounds because it's very possible he'll get more. You know, we're so close to the start of baseball season that we can almost taste it. Well, not literally, but you get what I mean. The Red Wolves are having a little bit of a quarterback battle, and this is not your typical 1 versus 1. No, this is a 1 versus 1 versus 1 versus 1. That's right, folks. 4 quarterbacks are competing for a starting job. Die-hard fans of certain teams will tell you that it's hard to choose a favorite player. But for Razorback fans, it may not be that difficult. For today's matchup between the Arkansas State Red Wolves and the UALR Trojans. Now, this game was very back and forth up to a certain point. In the top of the 9th, A-State was able to put across 6 runs, walking away with this one 12-5. For years, this golf course has been as simple as show up and play. But now, it's not that simple.
Arkansas Razorback football. Now, those 3 words can either bring excitement or dread depending on who you ask. But if you were to ask first-year head football coach Ryan Silverfield how he feels, he would tell you that the past is in the past, making it very clear to his team that 2026 will be a fresh start.
Everybody's got a clean slate. Okay, I don't care if you were a starter at another SEC school. I don't care where you coached last year or what it looked like. I don't care if you were a scout team walk-on. Everybody's coming here with a clean slate. And it's time to start over, and now we're going to show you guys this is what it looks like to win. This is what it looks like to compete. This is what it looks like to be all in every single day and what we're all about.
Now, while the mindset and culture shift is nice, I think we all know it's not the only thing that's going to win football games. But that's where coordinators and scheme come into play. And for Silverfield, he knew exactly what he was looking for when putting together his staff.
For me, I want people that are dying to be here at Arkansas, that love what we're about. They're going to be bought into the way we do things. And if we stay status quo, so be it.
For Silverfield, that meant turning to someone he's worked with for a while on offense. Former Memphis OC Tim Cramsey, who made the jump with him to Fayetteville. Now, while the Hogs' offense wasn't all bad last year, turnovers was this team's Achilles heel. In fact, Arkansas was one of the worst teams in the nation when it came to turnover margin. However, Cramsey doesn't want history to repeat itself, emphasizing that in his offensive philosophy.
We're going to be patient and we're going to be efficiently explosive. Okay, so that is kind of our philosophy on the offensive side of the ball. We got to be great in situational football. We got to be great in third downs. We got to score touchdowns in the red zone. Most important, we got to own the football. We got to hold on to the football.
While turnovers were a big struggle for the Razorbacks in 2025, it wasn't the only one. The defense gave up nearly 34 points a game. Now for 2026, the Hogs are aiming for a new look on defense. And the engineer of it, former Florida defensive coordinator Ron Roberts.
Yeah, we're going to be multiple. I mean, we're going to be odd, 4 down. We'll be multiple one just because you got to be able every year trying to figure out who our guys are and what roles and what they do best, So I think you have to be multiple to be adapt to your personnel on year-to-year basis.
Now, all of those things are great, but one of the biggest questions still remains unanswered as of now. And that question, who's going to be QB1? With the departure of Talon Green, Coach Silverfield and Tim Cramsey have a tough decision to make. Are they going to go with returning quarterback KJ Jackson or Memphis transfer A.J. Hill?
It is a wide-open competition, and that started the minute they said that they're Razorbacks, right? From the film study to the work they're doing, right? They do a lot of things on their own, throwing with the wide receivers. Obviously, we can't be a part of that stuff. So that competition is a day-in, day-out thing, but working together. And ultimately, it's one of those things. I don't sit here and say, hey, by the spring game, we're going to announce a starter.
Spring ball starts for the Hogs on March 15th, and for Hog fans, let's just hope the bad days are truly left in the past and that better days are ahead for Razorback football. Reporting for Fox 16 Sports, I'm Kaden Alzate.
really excites me. Brings me kind of back to the AAU days, kind of just, you know, a bunch of good teams competing and just a really exciting atmosphere.
Exciting atmospheres and competitive teams is exactly what we got for this opening round of the 4A state tournament. But when tournament ball starts, some coaches try to switch the game plan up. For Trey Scott and his Gosnell Pirates, there was no need.
Overall, just go in there and play the game. Like you can't, at this point, it's really hard to even add anything new. You might add some wrinkles, but right now, it's go win or go home. Honestly, no game plan really sticks in this situation the further you go. So it's kind of like you adjust and go and play as you go. So figure it out as you're going.
When March comes around, everyone knows that each game means just a little bit more. Going into tournament play, Shiloh Christian head coach Jonathan Bullington shares what he preaches to his team.
Survive and advance. That's the first thing I said when we got in there. That's what we did, survive and advance. And honestly, all year we've been talking about it's not how you start, it's how you finish.
Every good tournament needs a good host. This year, the Morrilton Devil Dogs were the host team for the 4A state tournament, and athletic director Trent Tipton shares what this moment means to him.
To be able to bring high school kids into an atmosphere and a facility like this is really something special that I'm glad we get to do. And just having people come to Morrilton, you know, it's a great location, Central Arkansas, right off the interstate, and we're just excited to bring this tournament to Morrilton.
Reporting in Morrilton, Arkansas, I'm Kaden Alzate, UCA Student Media.